Every troop has its favourite games, but every troop can learn a few more. Here are 15 games that troops in our area like to play. You might like to try them with your troop. Some new ones, and some old ones with new twists. This game is called Hit the Bucket, although some troops call it bucket ball. About 8 people are defending buckets, or you can use empty Coke cans. At the same time, they're trying to knock over everyone else's buckets with basketballs. Once your bucket or can has been knocked over, you're out. You go to the end of the queue and the person at the head of the queue comes in. You can add more balls for a faster game, and it's important to have the right number of buckets and the right number of basketballs for the size of your troop. Remember, a fast game is a good game. Touchball, or chair basketball, is like no rules basketball, but better, because everyone gets a go. Each patrol is a team. The teams need to be reasonably even, or it's boring. For safety, the chairs are pushed well back against the wall, and no one is allowed to tackle the goalie. The leader running the game also has to make sure that no one takes it too seriously. After each goal, we have a centre ball up. It helps the leader keep control. If you have a really big troop, or very even patrols, you can use 4 goals, 1 chair in each corner of the hall. It's a really great game for using up some energy. This game is simple, or so it seems. Each patrol has a stack of chairs, 1 fewer than there are members of the patrol. It's a race, down the hall and back. The leader shouldn't give too many instructions. Let the patrols work out their own solutions. Eventually, some patrols start to work out their own strategies, like spreading the chairs out more. Of course, if any member of the patrol touches the floor, the patrol goes back to the start. This game is simple, safe, and not too violent. Even adults can play it. Why not have a leaders or parents team competing against the patrols? This is a game for 2 teams. One starts with the ball. They're trying to tag a member of the other team. That's tag them. They can't just throw the ball at them. And when you have the ball, you must keep 1 foot on the ground. The team being chased have 2 ways of winning the ball and becoming the chasers. If the chasing team drops the ball when they're passing it, the ball changes sides. The team being chased can also win the ball by making a clean interception and catching the ball on the fall when the chasing people throw it to each other. When someone is tugged, the losing side starts off in the centre with the ball. This game has 2 teams, and each team member is numbered, so he or she has an opponent with the same number on the opposing team. In the middle of the hall, there are 2 hockey sticks made from taped newspaper, and a puck, like a plastic container. When the leader calls a number, the 2 people with that number race out, grab a hockey stick, and try to hit the puck through their goals. That is, the legs of the chair at their end of the hall. Crab soccer needs 2 teams, 2 large goals, like the doors at the end of a hall or chalk lines on the wall, and a soccer ball. As well as the normal rules of soccer, you have to play like crabs. It's not as easy as it looks. It's hard work being a crab. If you touch the ball, it's off to the sin bin till the next goal is scored. After each goal, the game restarts with the leader dropping the ball at the centre. It helps the leader think that they're in control of the game. In blindfold compass walk, 1 member of the troop is blindfolded. The rest of the troop lies scattered across the floor and watch the fun. The blindfolded Scouts patrol leader calls out directions like
3 steps north,
to help them through the maze of bodies.
2 steps north, 2 steps east, 1 half a step north, 1 step east, half a step west.
You can also try time trials to see which PL is the best at giving instructions, or give the APLs a go at seeing how good they are at giving instructions.
3 steps north, 1 step north, quarter a step east, 1 step north.
Stalking is also called sleeping pirate in some troops. 1 member of the troop is blindfolded. That person sits on the chair guarding their treasure, a set of noisy car keys. The scout leader names 1 or 2 or 3 members of the troop to try and sneak down and take their keys. If If the blindfolded person points to someone stalking down, he or she is out. The scout leader might then name someone else to have a go. Here's another version that's good on a hot night. Some troops call it sleeping pirate with water. Replace the keys with a cup of water. The guard soon knows when the game's over. There are many ways of playing continuous cricket, but the one thing in common with all versions is that the game doesn't stop. The rules are fairly obvious, and here you can see some of the many variations possible. The leader acting as umpire should call out change bowler at regular intervals so that most members of the fielding side get a go. Beanbag tag is like the game tag ball we showed earlier, except it starts differently and a small beanbag is used instead of a basketball. One team starts with the bag and has to throw it from a fixed spot to land in the circle. If the beanbag lands fully in, the throwing side start with it. If it's outside the circle or on the line, the other side starts with the beanbag. If the beanbag hits the floor or is cleanly intercepted, it changes sides and the other team starts chasing. Like tag ball, when you are in possession of the beanbag, you have to have one foot planted on the ground. When someone is tugged, the loser has the first throw at getting the beanbag to land in the chalk circle. This is the game for the leader who's had a hard day at work. It's normal basketball, or if you like, no rules basketball, except you can't speak. If you do, you're out until the next goal is scored. But you can celebrate quietly when your team scores a goal. So that's it. Your troop's repertoire is now at least 15 games long. The games that you have just seen can also be played with variations. Just use your imagination. So now there's no excuse for playing the same games every week. Why not send us some details of games your troop likes? Just drop us a brief outline at the address shown here, and our leaders will contact you. Who knows? Your troop might end up on the next games tape.
north.